Oh shit, here we are, vlog. I have to do vlogs like this from now on. They switched the rules with iPhones. You have to hold the phone up like this. I know 100% for sure that if you hold it this way, it's sideways, or if you hold it that way, it's sideways. But that's cool. I don't mind holding it like this. So, man, I just did that. I'm gonna quit smoking weed because I can't take it anymore. Mom was really happy about that. Plus, I don't even get high anymore. So, I feel like I'm in a goddamn episode of the motherfucking Twilight Zone. That's crazy. So like I'm like desperately trying to back stuff up because like I realized I've lost like way too much stuff. I lost a bunch of stuff before, and then recently I found out that I lost the atomic bombs. Like the folder got replaced by another folder, and I had taken it out of the mother folder of it, the Atlantis folder. I'd taken it out, completely out. I shouldn't have. Next time, I don't think I will. But I think because Atlantis was just too big, and it was just too unwieldy, and I needed it to be smaller. And so I took it out. But when I saved it, I just saved it by its name and not the name and the size. So then somehow it got replaced by an old version. So I lost all of the atomic bombs over Atlantis, and I'm gonna have to build that again. That's like a few days worth of work, I think. That's a lot of work. But then, same exact thing happened with the roads of ancient Italy. I did it in Polygon so that you could make it really cool visual. I don't want to describe it now, but it's way better in Polygon. And it was right over the road, and it took 9 days, and that was only 4 months ago. And so that got replaced by an old version, and then somehow backed up all over the same, like just like what happened with the atomic bombs. And then, but I think I put it inside of my Italy folder because I hope I put it inside of the Italy folder. I hope. Actually, it doesn't make sense that I would. I probably didn't. But the Italy folder suddenly won't open. I don't remember when it stopped opening. It just like the rules are different now than when the last time I was working on it, and so the Italy folder won't open. Google Earth of Italy and ancient history of Italy, and so whenever I have the time, I try to call the Googleplex and just see if I can hang online. I'm also have to hang online all day long with the Colorado IRS. They maybe wait for like hours, like hours and hours, and then they finally, after waiting a few, like 20 minutes or whatever, they finally gave me the opportunity to be called back. Isn't that ridiculous? The government can't figure out how to call you back. So they finally called me back, and then, but I didn't hear the phone call. So the lady gave me a phone number to call, but the number was to a private number. So I'm gonna call the IRS tomorrow, Colorado Service. Oh shit! I shouldn't talk about that. Fuck! I shouldn't talk about that kind of stuff. Personal stuff. Anyway, I have to call Google too. So there's another people who have to call. They have to wait in line forever. But I got this one program, and I can't remember the name of it because they said that they opened KML files. And I turned it into a KML file, but it wouldn't open, even though it was like 5 times smaller. So then this other program wouldn't open it either. Oh shit! Did I delete the program? Fuck. Because I think I tried to open it when I was transferring something, so maybe that's why it couldn't open. But it was sitting there spinning around for like a half hour. So I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm gonna keep looking for programs that could open it, maybe, and then keep trying to call Google to see if they have any ideas. And then I don't know. Maybe one day I'll have to wait until they have the next generation computer that might be able to open it. It's 2.08 gigabytes. Bummer. Something happened with my City of Rome, but I luckily I have that broken into bits. But so I'm like completely freaked out because I don't know. I might have lost all those roads. Luckily, out of all the programs that I would have, Kirsten wants me to keep my eyes open. Luckily, out of all the programs that things that I could have done, this is one of the things that I could deal with not doing it again. Because if something like this happens, I spend this much time, I don't think I could do it again because it's just painful. I only enjoy when I feel like I'm moving forward, so I'd prefer to just block that out of my memory. I'm constantly reminded of how I lost it. It just sucks. So that's one thing that I can deal without, that I spent that much time on. But it's just crazy that it was just that recently, and I would have backed it up. And I did back it up onto my external, and then it just like got. I guess I backed it up on the external. So anyways, before I realized, but then so that's when I changed the rule. So at least a rule change came out of it. So it's not totally lost. A rule change came out of it. So the rule change is every time you save it and upload it, you just have to upload it by size, even though it makes you have to relink it every time because it takes longer. So anyways, yeah, but I feel like I'm in a twilight zone because like I'm trying to desperately back up everything, and I'm trying to back up different like little files, and so I kind of feel like I want to go on and like finally tie up Rome because I feel like I'm close, and I was looking at the buildings that I was kind of deliberating, and finally I decided I want to identify based on the number because I don't think I'm going to find the mother map to that. So I'm just identifying, naming the buildings the best I can, and and then I guess doing like touch ups. So like, yeah. So I came across, yeah, I worked like a day on Region 9, and then I come across Region 13, and like none of there were three big temples. None of them were done. Only of three of them were traced. But then the Baths of Decian were never even built at all. Like never even traced at all. And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I thought that I did that because like it's out of character that I would have abandoned it then. Because I remember when I was doing this, like just last summer, it was like less than a year ago. Just last summer, I was working like a month on Rome, City of Rome. Yeah, like less than 6 months ago or whatever. And yeah, because 4 months ago was when I was saving the roads, and it was like right after that, I think, or right before that. So, anyways, I I would have done those because it's so tempting when you look at them. You're like, oh, I have to do them. So either my personality has totally changed, or I just and that's why I didn't do them, or because I don't think it got replaced because all the other ones in that folder weren't. So like, why would it replace one? I guess because individual ones do get replaced, so maybe it did. I don't know. So anyways, now I'm saving everything with its size, so that makes it foolproof because it would have to, you would see that it's separate. So anyways, but I do remember that in Region 13 I never did the storage. So, so maybe that means I didn't do it because I figured I would do that whole section later. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and do it, because last night I saw those temples and I was like, oh, I got to do it. So I did the temples. And then I did, yeah, and I started tracing even the Baths of Decian. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and just build the warehouses this time around if I think I can do it, within like a day or whatever, the whole thing, because then I'm pretty much like done with, well, like the main part of Rome. So, and then, put it up to upload with its identified specifically with its size. So, yeah. But okay, so here's why I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. I'm like addicted to squeezing at that. I thought I got a butt. Right. So me tying up the loose ends on this stuff is like, I hope I'm not covering up the mic. We'll find out. I think the mic's down there. Yeah, it's like time consuming enough, right? And so then like I stumbled across last night how on my number one external hard drive, like when I was backing up, I never backed up Colorado. And I'm like, how did that happen? And then I checked out on my second hard drive. Never backed it up. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, well, you got it. Because this is like my number one hard drive. That means that there's no other place where it's backed up other than my computers. Well, I guess I have both my computers are connected with the cloud. Then I have the cloud. Then I have my website. But it freaks me out that I don't have it backed up on a hard drive. So, and I think I have them backed up on the cards. I gave these 4 cards to my mom, but it freaks me out that it's not backed up to my hard drive. So I try to back them up on my hard drive, and usually when you back stuff up, like in KML, it's like it changes all the time, and I haven't figured out the rhyme or reason behind it. But yeah, I guess I should look at the numbers. I'll do that. But sometimes you can drag like big Google Earth KMZ files all together, and it all goes the files and the folders and the folders and the files inside. But sometimes you can't drag a folder if there's another folder, if there's a file inside of it. Like you can only drag the files. And that's super problematic for me when I'm trying to back up Colorado because I have all this other stuff in there, including the ski resorts of Colorado. There's like, if you're including the defunct and the funked, the defunct and existing is like 86 in total or something. And each one of these has like a gazillion runs, lifts, catwalks, and I have them all broken up into their own folders. And so I can't just drag it all over. I have to drag it. I have to bust open like thousands of fucking folders just to back up my Google Earth of my ski resort. And there's nothing different about that makes it so you have to drag it that way. Luckily, I mean, if everything was like that, it would take me forever. But luckily, there's big groupings that I can drag over. So, and I think it's different with the card because it was so quick to drag it over to those 32 gigabyte cards. And I'm working, but you know, so I guess dragging it to a external hard drive maybe more. And I wanted, see, the whole reason I discovered that actually was because I wanted to test if it's easier to drag stuff from external hard drive to another external hard drive instead of from your computer to an external hard drive because it was so difficult. So I'm like, okay, well, let's get it from this external hard drive to get into the card. And it's like, oh shit, the external hard drive doesn't have what I need. It was never backed up. So I'm like, okay, well, the other external hard drive, sure enough, didn't have it. So I'm like, oh my God. All right, back it up on those external hard drives. And here I am then in the fucking Twilight Zone, spending all day long, dragging all the little folders of the ski resort runs. When I built this, I built it like a couple years ago, and it was before Google Earth did it. And then like 6 months or a year after I did it, Google Earth did it. Google Earth did exactly what I did. They probably used it off of me. All of a sudden, you can see all the runs and lifts on Google Earth on the phone. I don't know about the computer. If you click the more file folder, I don't know if I've never tried it. I'm gonna try it now, but on the phone you do, and I'm like, oh, you bastards. I always build stuff like before it's invented, and then like a year later it's invented. Like you know how you have the calendar, where you have your calendar and then you click on the day and then it makes the day, and then you can click on it and you can see the whole year. Like, isn't that obvious? You have the year, and then you have the month, and then you have the day. Well, that didn't exist when I built, like 10 years ago or whatever, 15 years ago when I built my calendar on my website. The only reason I built it was because it didn't exist. If it existed, I never would have to build it. So, anyway, what was I talking about? So yeah, it's crazy. I'm just dragging this stuff that I probably wouldn't have built if it was already built, but then it was built year after built. I'm dragging all fucking day, and I'm not even done. I'm like on 86 goddamn ski resorts, and then there's like 5 different folders inside each one. I'm on like 24, and I have to get to 49. I think I'm on like 27 or something. So I have to have like 20 fucking 2 more to go, times 5. So that's like 125 folders I have to crack open and drag. And then I have to set it to like, anyway. And then I think I might have to do it with the other external hard drive. But I might be burnt out because I don't think I had to do it with those cards. I just wanted to do it at least like that on at least one external hard drive. But because it's taking so long, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it on any other external hard drives. It'll only be on the cards, and I'll have to remember that. To maybe in the notes or something like, why is it not there? It's not there because it takes fucking 5 hours to move it over. And the crazy thing is, there's nothing different about that than any of the other Google Earth stuff. There's nothing different at all. It's just happens to want to. So luckily, not everything else is like that. Anyways, I'm totally fascinated with these First Amendment auditor videos, dude. Like, it infuriates me that people have a problem getting filmed. You know, they come up with all, because like it's like these TV watchers who like think that everything's like a conspiracy. Like what's this dude from Russia spying on you and then he's gonna hunt you down? And it's like, dude, no, people get to film. You could go on forever about all the repercussions, negative repercussions, if people make laws where you can't do that. And we will make a law that you can't do that if everybody thinks you can't do that. Because then they go, oh my God, look. Technically you can. Oh, hurry up, change the law. You know, and so yeah, you know, you need to be able to document. That's the main reason. You need to be able to document. We have cameras. You need to document so that you can't have people lie, because people are proving people lying all the time. It's amazing. I want to like make video mixes of this stuff and put it on my YouTube of all the greatest hits, and then write a comment on the YouTube video, like why what the cops said like doesn't make any sense, and even like the bystanders, how the bystanders who have problems with people filming are the bad guys, not the person just sitting there filming. It's like, get a life. Why are you paying so much attention to some dude just sitting there filming you? You know? Don't you have stuff to do? So, anyway, so yeah, Kirsten wanted to watch a movie, I guess tomorrow at 8, so, she wants to watch Vlad the Impaler. Oh, my mom, I want to watch a movie with my mom in here. I haven't watched a movie with my mom yet, I don't think. Yeah, and then we found 3, because I bought all these historical movies. We found 3 she wants to see. Agora, The Last Duel, and Robert the Bruce, because I'm a direct descendant of Robert the Bruce. Okay, so enough talking today. God damn it. Anyways, hopefully I can back stuff up before I lose it, and because I'm super freaked out. But there's still hope, you know. So I'm not super freaked out. There's still hope. Maybe if I can crack open Italy, but I feel like an idiot. It's like, damn, dude, why wasn't I doing a better job of backing up? I should have backed it up over in all these other places, and not just one external, and then somehow it gets like replaced. Like I've been through this before, and then I lose that 9 days worth of stuff. It's insane. And I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? I actually called Apple, and they're like, we don't do that. Like, we only have backed up what you have now. We don't have any like time thing. Oh shit, I'm gonna get Carbonite. I was on Carbonite before, and then I got off of it, and before I got back on it, that's how this happened. Murphy's Law. So, damn it, because I didn't feel like I didn't have the money. It's stupid. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get 3 years worth. So whatever, dude. It's my life. So yeah, continue to back up this never-ending backup thing with the ski resort, and hopefully, and then yeah, finish tracing that stuff in Rome like tomorrow, and then I can drag over the names and even the files over to the Rome Google Earth website. Oops, sorry, I have my eyes closed. On my website, and then they gave me 30 gigabytes, and then fill up 30 gigabytes, and then tweak it around, you know. And if I absolutely need more, I'm gonna write them a really good letter, Glowhost, and see if they give me more. But it's cool they give me that much, because you know, not normal people get that much, so it means that they like my website enough. But damn it, yeah. God, I built so much stuff. Like, I don't want to lose anymore. So yeah, I've been backing up. My mom actually lost the 4 cards that I gave her yesterday, but then she found them today, and I'm like, put them all in different places. She's like, I'll just put them here for now together. So anyways, she told me where they are, and I'll remember. But anyways, yeah, so I'm curious to see how this backing up of the this 512 gigabyte card goes. I think it's going really well, dude, because on this I spent $20 on, I think it was like maybe less, like $16, $20, 512 gigabytes, little memory card. I was dragging over all my Google Earth files, the fucking shit that I'm having a fuck time trying to get over to my external hard drive. Like, dude, I think I drug over like 600 gigabytes or something. Just and just went. Of course, it took a long time, but it didn't take that long to start with the drag. And I'm like, oh my god, what? So I'm like, that's why I'm a little bit frustrated that I'm having to do this stupid ass segue to back up to one of my hard drives, because I want to get back to that 512 gigabyte, fill it up, see how long it takes to fill up. Because if it doesn't take that long, dude, I'm gonna buy like 4 more of those, fill them the fuck up, put them all over the place, because now I have not just hard drives but those little things, and then I can hide them around even in my mom's house. And then every single time I do like a major like upload, like backup of everything, all I have to do is grab it and back it up. It doesn't take that long, because it's like they drag so fast. So yeah, I'm psyched they have these things, man. I'll show like which one it is tomorrow. It's like, it's plugged in there now, but it's like golden. Oh man, oh, I feel like an idiot. I deleted all this other cool stuff before. Like, there were all these cool like sexy music videos from YouTube I downloaded, and then like I can't find them. They're like obscure Russian videos, Ukrainian videos. Now I can't find them because I deleted them because they didn't have a space on my external hard drive. instead of buying another one. That's when I didn't have as much money, so stupid. Anyways, enough talking. I will talk tomorrow. Ooh, right under 20 minutes.